Welcome back to Schizophrenia Life. Honestly, I'm about 2.5 hours late on my normal podcast time, and it was simply because I forgot today was Monday. um, in most of you know, I live currently in Germany, and I live in the south of Germany, and it's some type of holiday. I don't know. Um, I was planning on going to work, but then my boss was like, "Hey, it's a holiday." And I didn't know about it. So I honestly forgot today was Monday, and so I was like, "Huh, am I forgetting something?" Oh yeah, the podcast. So here I am, back at it again. Um, I'll update y'all on. So we or not we. I read the book um, Atomic Habits. So I've been implementing it. I know I talked about it a little bit in the previous podcast. Um, but it's really legit stuff here. Um, Even though I've been having a difficult time, um, mentally lately, you know, uh, schizophrenia is not always easy to deal with. You have your good days and your bad days. PTSD, depression, good days and your bad days. Um, it's just like a mental battle all the time. And I know a lot of you out there that listen to me have your own mental battles, whether it be with anxiety, depression, or whatever else. Um, we all have our own battles, and it's up to us to determine whether we're going to be happy or not. It, what other people say to you, what other people do to you, have no effect on whether you're going to have a happy life or not. Because say someone let's do it. Say someone steals your lunch money. I don't know. Um, you have control over your feelings. You can either be pissed off, you can be upset, or you can think, well, he really doesn't have money. Maybe he really is hungry and the lunch needs to get some lunch, and so it's okay. Like, I mean, obviously, not. I doubt many people will think like that. But I'm just for the sake of the example, you have control over how you react to situations and how you feel about situations. We're controlled by our emotions. Like 90% of our life is controlled by our emotions, and most of the time we don't even realize it. We think we're doing something logically, we think we're doing something that we're supposed to be doing, but we're really doing something that's controlled by our emotions. You want to start a business, you want to quit your job, but you don't because you say, "Oh," and you think you're thinking logically. You're like, "Well, it's just not a good time to do it right now." Blah blah blah. But in reality, you're really not doing it because your emotions. You just don't think about it like that. You're fucking scared. You're scared that you will fail. You're scared, and that's an emotional reaction to the unknown. Of course, when you quit your job and start your own business, you're gonna fail, and that scares people. People don't like failing, but you're gonna fail, and the question is whether when you fail, what you do about it. Do you learn from it and then get back up, or do you fail and say, "All right, I guess I'm not an entrepreneur," and quit? That's the thing with all of it, is we're really ruled by our emotions. Like, um, if you have kids, you have to. I was talking to a parent the other day, who was have has had a difficult time. Um, they have 3 kids, and there are three really handful kids, and they're not a single parent, but the spouse uh, works in a different city, so they're gone all the time. So they basically have these three kids that are just like don't listen and like are like Hawk smash all the time. You know what I mean? And so they're having a really hard time. Um, and I was talking with them, and I was like, as a parent myself, you the main thing you learn from your kids is patience, and you have to have patience to be able to raise them in a healthy environment. Because if you have no patience, you're gonna flip out and beat the shit out of a kid. So you have to have patience. You know, when they make a mess, yes, you can tell them to clean up, but sometimes they're just gonna be like, "Fuck you, I ain't cleaning that shit up." And then you don't flip out on them, you know? Maybe you send them to bed, but then you're gonna clean it up. Someone has to clean it up, you know? When we clean our living room floor, it stays clean for what, 10 minutes? And then it's fucking dirty again? And it's like, why do I even try to clean? It's just gonna get dirty again. You do it because it needs to be done. And the younger your kids are, the less they clean up. They go into a room, they throw all the toys on the floor and walk out, and then you have to come in and pick them up. It takes patience. This morning, I was sitting out on my porch thinking about what am I grateful for. Um, I try to make gratitude a very important part of my life, and you have to spend time every day thinking about what you're grateful for. And it really helps emotional states. It helps you emotionally, um, to keep you stable. Thinking, what am I grateful for in life? What am I grateful for today? And as with this morning, yesterday, I turned the water on in the sink to get a glass of water, and I was like, I'm so grateful that I can walk into my kitchen, turn on the water, and out comes water that you can drink. Yeah, it has a bunch of calc and shit in it, but it won't hurt you. There's people, 1 in 5 people on the planet don't have clean water. And so to be able to just walk into my kitchen and get a glass of water, I'm extremely grateful to have a roof over my head, to have food on my table. And it's there's other people with no food, no access to water. There's people who walk miles upon miles per day just to get water to survive, and the water they're getting is this dirty ass muddy bacteria infested water. And you're fucking complaining about your life. You're sitting there complaining that your friends didn't invite you to the movies when you're fucking sipping a $10 Starbucks coffee. There's people who live off 20 cents a day, $1 a day, and you just spent like a month of their fucking money. What they would earn in a month, you spent on a coffee this morning. And you're fucking complaining? Now, if you're not one of those people who do that, um, good for you. In the book uh, that I'm working on, um, I talk about complaining a lot. Complaining. I think there's two ways to break it down, but in general, complaining is bad. You know, you're just bitching, and you know when I was in the military, you did whatever you were told, obviously. No questions asked. Um, but just because you were told to do it doesn't mean you liked it. I remember in the heat in Iraq, and you're standing by a 55-gallon drum cut in half, burning human shit with diesel fuel. And you're standing there with like a 10-foot metal pole, stirring everyone in the camp's shit. You got toilet paper in there, shit, piss, and you're sitting there dumping diesel fuel in and burning it, and you have to stir it until it's all gone and keep adding diesel fuel and just stand there. It's 120 degrees out there, and you're standing there by a diesel fire stirring human shit. And of course, after you do that, you're gonna smell like shit for the next week. So just saying, when situations like that happen, yeah, you're gonna bitch and complain the whole time. Man, I fucking hate this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Obviously, being in the military, I have to, but complaining in general is bad. It brings down. If you bitch about anything, say you're stuck in traffic, uh, you can do two things. You can use the time that you're stuck to listen to an audiobook or a podcast and enjoy yourself, or you can bitch and complain, honk your horn, yell at other people. Which one do you think, when you get out of your car, will you be in a better state? Spending the next 30 minutes yelling at everyone, or spending 30 minutes listening to your favorite book on audio, or listening to your favorite podcast, or singing to your favorite music? Which one will after 30 minutes will you feel better? It's common sense, people. Just you choose how to react to every situation in your life. You choose how to let it affect you. No one has ever quit because someone else made them quit. You quit. There may have been people saying you can't do it, you should quit, but they didn't force you. You chose to quit. You chose to accept what they were saying as fact, and you chose to quit. I'm pretty sure I've never met anyone that has never quit something in their life. I have met people who have quit very few things, but I've never met anyone that has quit absolutely nothing. We all quit sometimes. Me personally, I quit all the fucking time. Man, growing up, I quit everything. Every single every year of my childhood, I wanted to be something else. I wanted to be a race car driver. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a whatever. I wanted to play this sport. I played baseball. I quit baseball. I did wrestling. I quit wrestling. We're all fucking quitters. We're all liars. It's all about how you react and let other people control your emotions, and how you control your own emotions. Um, it's it's a battle. It's not easy. Um, you know, a lot of people lately, or not lately, but a lot of people I've read about and listened to interviews of talk about willpower and motivation. Honestly, most of that, like the motivation pisses me off. Um, People who say all you need is, you know, you say you spend the time, say you want to get into shape. So you read every sport and fitness book out there. You read about how to do the perfect push-up. You read about how to uh, rest after you exercise. You read about what diet you should be doing while you're exercising to maximize your performance. What is that going to do for you? Absolutely fucking nothing. It won't do anything unless you actually get down on the floor and do fucking push-ups. It's and so you're reading all these books to find the motivation when all you have to do is start. If every single day you did push-ups, even when you were not motivated, as soon as you start doing them, you get the motivation, you get the energy. Just like with writing my book. So with the habit atomic habits, right? You pick multiple, new good habits you want, and you only do them for 2 minutes a day. That's it, 2 minutes a day. And you can spare fucking 2 minutes for anything, right? 24 hours, all I have to do is dedicate 2 minutes. And you're forming the habit of it. It's about showing up. It's not about writing 1,000 words a day. It's about just showing the fuck up every single day. Even if you're having a bad day, you still show up. And so I write in my book 2 minutes a day. Like yesterday, I got 40, 47, 48 words in 2 minutes. The day before, I did 2 minutes, but I ended up going longer and I did like 1,000 words because just the starting motivated me. But if you're sitting down watching Netflix saying, when I have the motivation, I'll do this, then you're never gonna fucking do it. Simple. You cannot wait for motivation. You have to do it. You have to show up. Um, if y'all want to, I'm telling you, I've went through so many books over the last few weeks, and hundreds more over the last 2 years. And by far the most impactful common sense book that I've read is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I've read all of them. I've read the David Goggins Can't Hurt Me, and I mean, they're all great books. Um, all the books I've read, they're all great books, but and like a lot of them are really good to get you thinking about your life and how to improve your life and whatever. But Atomic Habits breaks it down so small and simple that you're not going to reach your goals anytime soon with this method. It's going to still take a year, 6 months, a year, 5 years. It's still going to take a long time to reach your goals. But it makes you feel better because you're actively every single day getting closer to it. You can see and track your progression, and it's so simple because you even on your shitty days, you still get closer to your goal because you break it down so far that you do the bare minimum little thing and you make it into a habit so that it's every day no matter what, and boom, every single day you get it done because you're like, "Oh, I can knock that out real fast. I don't feel like it, but it's only 2 minutes. Let's do it." And then after a few weeks, once it becomes a habit, then you can bump it up 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I don't know what the main message I was going for today. Honestly, I didn't plan anything. I didn't have my normal list of talking points. This was kind of just a random rant going wherever the wind blows. But I hope you guys at least got some value out of this. I hope you got some good information out of this, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I love each and every one of you. Um, I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you accomplish your dreams. Um, and I hope you just learn that y- not to let other people control how you react, you know? Control your own emotions, control how you react to hard situations in life, and you'll be much happier for it. And to top that off, think about patience and gratitude should be at the top of your everyday life. Every day you should be thinking about what you're grateful for, and you should have patience. Um, and it just improves your life, you know? Yeah, I have my bad days, but compared to 2 years ago, my fucking life is great. Obviously I'm not, it's not like I don't have more money or anything else. I'm still in the same house. I'm still doing well, I'm not doing the same things because before I was playing video games for 18 hours a day. So I'm not doing the same things, but my life has improved and mentally I have improved. I still struggle a lot, obviously. I mean, you can't talk to people who don't exist with schizophrenia and have a good day every day, you know what I mean? So I still have my bad days, but overall, my life has improved, and I think I'm a better person for it. Um, that's it. I'm done. Uh, have a great day, everyone. Um, if you did get any value out of it, the only thing I ask is that I post on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for each podcast, and all I ask is that you like, comment, share, or all three, um, just once a day. That's it. Um, if you get value from it. If you didn't get any value, then don't do it. um, but hopefully you did, and hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Um, that's it. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. And let me know if you need anything.